Hello and welcome to episode 2. Now I made this video for those of you who are tired of waging that quiet war in the back of your mind about where it is you are now and where it is you want to be in life. Because most people don't understand and haven't come to grips with the reality of what it actually means to make real change. Now I'm not here as your motivational coach, but I am here as living proof, offering the best argument possible for making the harder choice. The choice aligned with your desire for who it is you want to become. And by the end of this video, then you can decide if you want to remain in that comfortable, familiar pain that keeps you exactly where you are, or start building a life around the pain that actually moves you forward. That being said, let's get into it. I was sharing some outside perspective with a friend who was in a bit of a rough situation. And after some deep thought about how I can best be of help to my friend, I laid out this carefully crafted, excited response full of actionable suggestions grounded in my own experience that have literally changed my life. And that's when I was met with,
I know, man.
What do I do with that? Those 3 words, I've definitely said them before. You probably have too. We go to people we love and trust, looking for relief, and when we get advice, it's oftentimes things we've heard before and think we already know. But do you really? Look, what's happening here isn't actually understanding. It's a defense mechanism, and unfortunately, not the helpful kind. We get so used to sitting in a situation that sends us into this downward spiral. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a lifestyle, that we don't even notice we've become comfortable at the bottom. Like in addiction, you don't actually want it, and yet you keep showing up for it day after day after day. That was me for many years. I've lived with this deep feeling that I know I'm capable of so much more than I've been doing. And I can recall multiple conversations with people I trust giving me advice and literally saying, I know, man, and then filing that away somewhere in the back of my mind in a little box called someday. So listen, I know, man, I totally get it. But now I'm on the other side of it. And I can tell you that there is no way you could understand the growth I've experienced from choosing the hard thing day in and day out. It's important for you to acknowledge that you are choosing to cling to the pain that you already know versus choosing the pain that you just don't yet understand. Because if you truly knew what was at stake, your response wouldn't be verbal, it would be action. And we wouldn't be having this conversation. You probably wouldn't be watching this video. Chapter 2, The Comfortable Liar. The comfortable liar loudly proclaims to seek change while quietly whispering, maybe tomorrow. I've experienced this many times in my life, and I'm sure you have too. Whenever we try to elevate ourselves in a creative, meaningful, life-changing way, at some point we encounter this internal force that wants to stop us from doing it. It feeds off procrastination, self-doubt, distraction, and comfort. So what is it? Why is it there? And how do we get around it? I want to give you a few excerpts from Stephen Pressfield's The War of Art. It's one of my favorite books I've ever read, and I highly recommend it. Resistance will reason with you like a lawyer or jam a 9mm in your face like a stick-up man. Resistance will kill you. It will kill your dreams. It will bury you in excuses and rationalizations. Resistance is always lying and always full of shit. In Pressfield's book, he brilliantly defines this force as rooted in the ego's fear of annihilation. That is to say, to do the hard work creatively, professionally, physically, you're gonna have to confront yourself honestly. And that sends our ego into a panic mode because that means shedding its identity. So that voice, it's not you, it's resistance. It's the comfortable liar. Now, to be honest, it won't ever go away. But what you can do, and what I hope to help you do, is turn that volume way down to the background. Every act of defiance against that internal resistance gives it less and less power. For example, turning down a weekend party invite so you can stay home and work on that YouTube channel. Maybe it's a script, maybe it's a new business you want to launch. With enough time and consistent effort, it becomes easier and easier to turn that volume down and get back to the path that you really want to be on. That's why the phrase exists. Choose your pain. Always choose the hard thing and you will break free. As someone who was in your position and is now on the other side of it. I can promise you with 100% certainty, it's going to be hard at first, but eventually it will become the best friend you've ever had. And at that point, you will apply it to all aspects of your life. Chapter 3, proof of work. The truth is, I can sit here and say all the right things. You can read all the books, listen to the podcasts, follow the YouTube channels, but if you don't take action, it's just noise. And there's a ton of noise out there right now from self-help people just looking to hustle on social media, no shade to them, but they don't actually walk the walk. I'm just not wired that way. Take running, for example. I have made the choice to run a minimum of 5 miles every single day, first thing in the morning for the last several weeks. It's just a part of my personal goals and a process that helps keep me accountable. I set 2 new personal records just this last week, both times running at a pace and a distance that I never would have thought possible. Now, I didn't set out for those personal records. I just went out for a run. But during the run, I had a realization. I was comfortable. And that's when I knew if I wanted to continue to grow and progress, I would have to choose the pain in my lungs, my joints, my body again. It's not fun, it's pain. But I'm choosing that pain because I know what the alternative feels like. I've had a lifetime of it. And because I've made that choice before and I've done it consistently, the choice and the pain were far easier to deal with. When those runs were over, those are the moments that inner voice, that comfortable liar, will never understand. The amount of self-gratitude, confidence, and euphoria from conquering a self-inflicted pain is unlike anything else I can really describe. Like this YouTube channel. I've told friends for years that I'm gonna start a YouTube and build a community and have all these creative ideas and I can't wait to do it. And years went by and I never did anything. Instead, I chose the pain of being stuck romanticizing the idea rather than the pain of going through the process. Every video on this channel is a testament to making the choice to show up and do the work. Once you experience yourself manufacturing that kind of daily proof, you begin to feel unstoppable. Chapter 4, pain is your guide. Here's something I call Pressfield's paradox. Resistance will unfailingly point to true north, the calling or action it most wants to stop us from doing. The more important a calling is to our soul, the more resistance we feel toward it. I've definitely felt this way about many things my entire life. I've just noticed certain things elicit more procrastination than others. Actually, I've lived it for years with this YouTube channel, so there's that. If something scares the hell out of you, or maybe it sounds excruciatingly daunting to do, but yet the idea keeps coming back, scratching at the back of your mind, that's likely the thing you probably should do. So let's reframe this thought. Rather than seeing pain as an obstacle, see it as a compass. It points to true north. Yes, it will hurt and you will have to push through. Well, I can tell you from experience, by enduring the process to get to the other side, it's the best thing you can ever do for yourself. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope to help you along on your journey, and you supporting this channel helps me with mine. So I will see you guys in the next video, and remember, endure the process, choose the right pain.